10 Fastest Cars in the World. With a combination of beauty, power and speed, supercar and hypercars never cease to put stars in the eyes of young and old alike. Many would say it was an adrenaline rush like no other. Ever since the first fast car was built, the speedometer has never stopped climbing. So many legendary brands that have helped to challenge the law of gravity, but which cars are the fastest? Here's the full list of the 10 fastest cars in the world right now. Number 10. SSC Ultimate Aero. Ultimate Aero is the car that quickly stole the record from the Bugatti Veyron. Until the Veyron Super Sport takes it over. SSC set the record in 2007 with a twin-turbo version of the car. The Ultimate Aero hit a top speed of 256.1 miles per hour somewhere in West Richland and held the record until 2010. The Ultimate Aero was discontinued in 2013 after several limited edition models, but SSC is currently working on a new candidate for the fastest production car in the world. Tuatara. While the record-breaking car made 1,183 horsepower and 1,094 lb-ft of torque, the SSC increased its horsepower to 1,300 horsepower near the end of production. It also replaced the original 6.3-liter V8 with a 6.9-liter engine. Number 9. Koenigsegg Agera R. The Agera RS may be the fastest in its class, but the Agera R isn't far behind. The Agera R is a version of the Agera produced from 2011 to 2014 with improved performance and higher power output, notable for setting a number of speed records. The Agera R featured the company's legendary 5.0-liter V8, capable of developing up to 1,124 horsepower and 885 pound-feet of torque. The Swedish company used this car to set a number of production car records in 2011, but these records were eventually set by the Agera RS. Although it doesn't set a top speed record, the Agera R is almost as fast as the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport at 260 miles per hour. On September 2, 2011, during test sessions in Ängelholm, the Agera R broke 6 world land speed records for a production car, including 0 to 300 km per hour, 0 to 186 miles per hour, in 14.53 seconds, and 0-300 km/h in only 21.19 seconds. Number 8. Bugatti Chiron. The standard Bugatti Chiron is on our list of Bugattis. Introduced in 2016 to replace the Veyron, the Chiron retains the quad-turbo W16 engine, but output has been increased to 1,479 horsepower and 1,180 lb-ft of torque. The Chiron's top speed is officially capped at 261 miles per hour, slightly lower than the Veyron Super Sport. At the 2017 IAA show in Frankfurt, Bugatti announced that the Chiron broke the record of fastest acceleration time, completing it in 41.96 seconds in a span of 3.2 kilometers, 2 miles, at the Jesko high-speed oval on a weekend in August 2017. The car was driven by Colombian racing driver Juan Pablo Montoya. Bugatti also added an extra livery to the Chiron on display to confirm that it was the same car that broke the 0-400 km per hour, 0-249 meter per hour record. During the show, Bugatti also mentioned that during the run, the car accelerated from 0 to 100 km per hour, 0 to 62 miles per hour, in 2.4 seconds, 0 to 200 km per hour, 0 to 124 miles per hour, in 6.1 seconds, 0 to 300 km per hour, 0 to 186 miles per hour, in 13.1 seconds, and 0 to 400 km per hour, 0 to 248.5 miles per hour, in 32.6 seconds. Number 7. Bugatti Veyron Super Sport. The Bugatti Veyron may turn 17 years old in 2022, but it's still among the fastest supercars ever built. In fact, the record set by Bugatti in 2010 puts the Veyron on this list with a top speed of 267.8 miles per hour. This standard was achieved with a reinforced model called the Veyron Super Sport. Bugatti built a series of 30 special cars called the World Record Edition to commemorate the event, but these cars are limited to 258 miles per hour to protect the tires. The Super Sport is also the most powerful version of the Veyron. With its 8.0-liter W16 making 1,184 horsepower, 197 horsepower more than the regular model. Number 6. Hennessey Venom GT. The Venom GT was introduced in 2011 and remained in production until 2017. Despite the seemingly long run time, only 13 cars were produced. Based on the Lotus Exige, the extensively revised Venom GT features a 7.0-liter twin-turbo V8 under the hood. Based on General Motors' LS7 V8, this unit develops up to 1,244 horsepower and 1,155 pound-feet of torque. Venom GT reached its highest top speed in February 2014, when it hit 270.4 miles per hour on the Kennedy Space Center shuttle landing pad in Florida. Although the speed was higher than the world record at the time, it did not qualify for the Guinness Book of Records as Hennessey ran in only one direction. Moreover, the limited production of only 13 cars went against Guinness regulations. Number 5. Koenigsegg Agera RS. The Agera RS was unveiled at the 2015 Geneva Motor Show, along with the prototype version of the Agera. The Agera RS is an advanced version of the Agera R, implementing some of the new technology and features of the 1:1 and combining the features of the Agera R and the Agera S. Koenigsegg billed it as the ultimate track tool due to its lightweight features and track-optimized technologies. The Agera RS became the fastest car in the world in November 2017, when the Koenigsegg averaged 277.9 miles per hour. The record has stood for less than 2 years, but the Agera RS still has some benchmarks, including 0 to 200 miles per hour acceleration, 200 to 0 miles per hour braking, and 0 to 200 miles per hour finish and return to the stop. Unlike Bugatti, Koenigsegg did not build a limited edition of the Agera RS to celebrate the record, but the RS itself was limited to just 25 pieces. Number 4. SSC Tuatara. It's not uncommon to see controversy surrounding top speed records, especially when it comes to breaking the legendary and downright impossible 300 miles per hour barrier. It all started in October 2020 when the SSC Tuatara was reported to hit a high speed of 331 miles per hour, which could make it the fastest car in the world to date. It took only a few hours before people started reporting discrepancies in the videos, and of course it was impossible to verify how the record ran. SSC has always wanted to prove that the Tuatara is the fastest car in the world, and it made a second attempt. Unfortunately, this second attempt wasn't as good as the first, but it set an official record of 282.6 miles per hour, pushing the Koenigsegg Agera RS out of second place, well ahead of the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300. Number 3. Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus. The standard Bugatti Chiron is already among the fastest cars in the world with a top speed of around 261 miles per hour, but the French automaker wanted to set a new record, so they created an even more powerful monster. Bugatti used the Centodieci's slightly more powerful engine, producing 1,578 horsepower, 99 horsepower more than the standard Chiron, adding a longer gear ratio to the gearbox, and a revised aero package design that increases dimensions. The length of the car increased by nearly 10 inches. The modified car reached a top speed of 304.7 miles per hour. To celebrate this event, Bugatti built a production car based on the prototype called the Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus. This car is limited to 30 units, enough to confirm the speed record with the Guinness World Records. Number 2. Hennessey Venom F5. Hennessey has been known for their insane builds for years. Called the Venom F5, this supercar features an all-new V8 engine that produces more than 1,800 horsepower and nearly 1,200 pound-feet of torque. All power is sent to the rear wheels through a 7-speed automatic transmission. The tuner automaker claims the Venom F5 can sprint to 60 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds and will have a top speed of 311 miles per hour. It has advanced in each of its races, the last at NASA's track in Florida at 271.6 miles per hour. However, Hennessey is far from done and plans to hit its ultimate goal of 311 miles per hour, so we won't rule that out for now. Do you think the Hennessey Venom F5 will be able to hit the 311 miles per hour mark? Number 1. Koenigsegg Jesko Absolut. The Jesko Absolut was revealed in 2020, and the company has worked on aerodynamics and high-speed handling to make it incredibly fast. Absolut Jesko has a capacity of 1,600 horsepower, costs $2.8 million, and has a top speed of 330 miles per hour. However, it should be noted that this is the maximum theoretical speed, and the car has not yet reached that speed in practice. We'll probably see it out soon when the first model comes out in May 2022. For now, we'll take Koenigsegg's word and crown it the fastest car in the world.